Resellers stew. We've got a quad of people here today, right? The quad, isn't it a quad? Yes. That's why I order my my drinks at Starbucks. I say that I want a quad mocha. That means you get 4 shots instead of 2.
Oh Jeez. My gosh,
that's a lot of shots.
How's everybody doing? Trish and Tonya are here this week.
Good. Excited to be here.
Yay.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
I'm like half asleep. I don't know what my problem is. I'm like super half asleep right now.
I was that way yesterday. I needed the quad yesterday because I just could not get my butt going. It was so slow. I felt, just like you're moving through slow water.
Okay, now what is this quad? Is this a new room?
No, it's 4.
4 shots.
Yeah. So if you want to if you say you want I'll order a quad mocha where it means it has 4 shots instead of 2 shots of espresso.
That is so funny because when I order, I order a half shot.
What's that gonna do? You might as well just get a decaf.
I may as well.
Chocolate milk.
Maybe that's the idea.
So, anything exciting going on this week or last week?
I just got back from New York. That was fun.
Ooh, tell us about that.
Oh my gosh. So fun. Well, I'm not from the city. I don't know if you know that. I'm a country girl way up, like halfway to Canada. So I go visit my family, and in the fall we get to go apple picking, salmon fishing, which is super fun, except I don't have my own waders. You have to wear hip waders when you go salmon fishing because you're going in the river. Mm-hmm. So I have to wear my brother's, and his are size 12 feet. So it is literally like, because the current is going so fast. So every time I pick up my foot, it wants to float away because it's full of air. So I'm literally walking like this, trying to catch my feet as they go. It's pretty comical.
Did you catch any salmon though?
I didn't get any, but my brother did. The day that we went together, the salmon were nowhere. And then the next day, they were everywhere. And he went and my daughter went. So I got 2. He gave me 2 of his salmon, which were king salmon, which are, I can't even tell you how big they are. They're giant. They're like.
Are they more than 9.5 inches?
Yes, they are. They're probably almost as tall as me.
Wow.
They're insanely big. So I have a freezer full of smoked salmon, fresh salmon.
I'm so I love salmon. I'm so jealous.
We maple smoked it, bourbon smoked it, and regular smoked it. Yeah, good. Good times.
Yes.
You just went salmon fishing too, Lucy, a couple weeks ago, right?
I went salmon fishing back in April. The runs were over. Pardon?
Why did I think that you just went fishing?
I don't know. I wore my fishing shirt the other day. Now I'm wearing my drinking shirt.
Salmon runs in April? Are they running?
It was out in the ocean, so they weren't up the rivers. But yeah, they should be up the rivers now. And well, what are we on? October 15th? We went to a family reunion September, whatever the weekend after Labor Day was, so we're around the 8th, and we thought the salmon would be running then. The rivers were dry, so I don't know, somewhere between the last 4 weeks or so, the salmon have been running.
I think West Coast salmon are better than East Coast salmon. We do get some cohos, but you guys have the, what are your salmon?
We got them all. We got 5 varieties.
Yeah.
We got kings and cohos and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Silvers and stuff.
I don't know all the lingo.
I don't know it all very well either, but I know it's tasty.
There are prettier salmon and not so pretty salmon.
Except for when they're dying, then you don't catch them when they're dying.
No.
I can pull up some South Texas fish, but I don't know about all that upstate stuff.
So fun.
So you've been garage selling?
Dude, me, yes. All the time. Loving it. I have so much fun. It's my time.
All right. Trisha's always estate selling, and you're always garage selling, and I'm just like, I'm sleeping selling.
Right? I know. I saw Trish went to one on Monday. That's so weird that you have them on Monday.
I know.
That's
We have 2 estate sale companies. One starts on Sunday and goes through Wednesday, and one starts on Monday and goes through Wednesday. I don't know. It's weird, but it fills me up. So
None of them do it like on the regular Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
most of them are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But then we have these 2 estate sale companies, and they are run by ancient people. So I don't know if that correlates, but they're both very ancient people run. So
a good thing. If I had that here where I live, like I would never ever get anything listed because I would constantly be on the go trying to hit all these sales.
yeah, yesterday I was supposed to be listing and I went to that estate sale. It was like 20 miles away. Do you think I came right home? No. I went to all the Goodwills. So I got home at like 2:00.
Yeah, fortunately, like right now, I'm on the show, but Melanie's in there taking pictures.
Melanie.
Yeah.
Oh, so jealous. So happy for you, but so jealous.
I know. I got to figure out the new system because I had the system and then the system changed and now I just have one person instead of 2, and so I got to get my roll back of where, because I had a goal and then I reached my goal. Do y'all say retch? I say retch. I've always said retch. I know it's the wrong word. I know you don't retch. You didn't retch something. It was reached.
Yeah, you retch it if you throw it up.
I know. I've always said, it's like the same thing as saying like, oh, this itches. Let me itch it instead of scratch it. I'm gonna itch it. Like, I don't know.
I have a slew of made up words, so I feel you.
Yeah, I do too. I've Googled some of them before and I'm like, okay, did I make this up or is this like a real thing that people say?
My grandma was from Mississippi and she's got some Southern sayings that every once in a while slip out, but I have to watch myself. I've had to go Google them too because some of them have roots that are not PC.
No, you have to be.
And I didn't realize that as a child, of course. And so as an adult.
Is she breaking up or is it me?
It's you. You've got a really bad signal over there. You're like all blurry and
Pixely.
Glitchy. Yeah, I was just talking about that the other day that like I was like, man, I said some things when I was a kid that I had no idea were like horrible things. It's like, but you just have to learn and you need somebody to tell you. It's like nowadays when people get so offended, you just need somebody to say like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but that's really inappropriate because blah, blah, blah. And then you go, oh gosh, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I'll never say that again. Like, you know?
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know.
No, you don't. But anyway. All right. Are you there, Tonya? Or are you just staring at us?
I think she's frozen. I think she needs to move rooms. I know that
hypnotizing us.
My house, I have rooms that won't get reception.
I have the main box in the worst place. I have it in the garage, like the router, because this is where my office was supposed to be, where I was supposed to be working all the time. So what I was doing was way more important than anybody else in the house. So I'm like wired up. But yeah, the back bedroom is, can be a little tough. Yeah, Tonya said she broke up.
Aww.
She broke up with us.
Aww.
Well, I think Trish should go since she wasn't here last week, and I'm curious to see what she's got.
Do you have anything interesting to show us, Trish?
Well, only the stuff that I got yesterday because I just got back. So, and I showed it on my Instagram yesterday, but the 2 people who saw it there.
I didn't even see it yesterday, and normally I'm one of those 2 people.
Okay, this is one thing I got that I thought was really cool. It's a quilt, but it looked like it was made from someone who went to college, so it's a sorority quilt. It's got 2 panels that have the Cure like concert t-shirts on it, which The Cure, some of those concert t-shirts go for crazy money. And then a lot of it is like sorority stuff and Millikan College. And I just thought it was super cool. I did pay up for it. I paid $25 for it. There's a Levi's pocket on it. I looked for the Big E, but it didn't have it. So I'm probably going to try to list this for 100. And then I got this. It's a Jim Shore Nutcracker. Where am I? There she is.
Hey, sorry.
Okay, there. He's a Jim Shore Nutcracker. And he was pretty much new in box.
That's pretty.
Yeah, this is super cool. I can't pay for him $10. Lucy. And sorry. And I'm going to try to list him for 40. I think I can get 40. And then
You don't have to yell at Lucy like that.
I know. I jumped for a minute there. What? Why was she yelling at me? I was trying to read the chat.
Because you're barking to go out the door. This is I figure out where my camera is. This is like a world time clock by Seiko.
Oh, that's
And you see the little plane going around?
Oh yeah.
That's neat.
So I paid $20 for this. When I looked at it, a bunch of them were only selling for like 20 or 25. And then one of them sold for 133. So I looked a little closer, and the one that sold for 133 had the airplane and the other ones did not.
Wow.
So I knew I got the good one. So I went ahead and picked it up. But otherwise it was just, coats and shoes and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I would have picked that up no matter what. It's cool. with
it's
the-
very cool. Yeah. So that's all.
That's awesome. What do you got, Tonya? What do you got to show us?
Oh, well, not many things. I brought a pair of shoes.
Okay.
I got some. I had a really good shoe haul.
Oh, yeah, I saw that picture and you had all those fancy shoes.
Right, and then I just posted the video this morning.
Where are you getting your fancy shoes?
I got them at a garage sale last Saturday morning. But these are Gucci baby.
Oh.
How much were they?
They were $5.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And see, look,
There
here's
you
the. See the box. I think
What does it say? Training your calves?
they retailed for $360 originally.
Holy.
So, yeah, I'm excited to get these and all the other ones listed. And then the other one, I got I want to say it was about 24 pairs of shoes and a purse and a disco ball for like $95.
That's insane.
All right.
That-
This is why I get up tab and go to garage sales.
Okay, first of all, no one in this town has any Gucci shoes. Okay? All right, I'm telling you that right now. Second of all, if they did, they would be pretty much full price
Right.
and
Yeah.
being taken out of somebody's cold dead hands, basically. So,
And the other thing I got, okay, so long story short, I don't know, a couple weeks ago I had bought like 4 Pandora, what I thought were Pandora bracelets, and they turned out to be fake. But then I got this little bag. I haven't talked about this yet on my channel, but I got this little bag with a bunch of other bags. They were like 50 cents a bag. And I grabbed it because I thought it looked like it could be Pandora, but I wasn't sure. But then whenever I got home and started going through all my stuff, and I looked, it definitely is. And it says, well, Pandora on it. So, and it's a little pig.
Cute.
It's cute.
Pretty.
And
Is it
then
a bear?
I think it's a pig. And then there's a
Oh.
bear on the other side. And then it came with these other 2 little beads, but these are not.
I'm going to get you a little sign that I'm going to put by on your computer that says, hold your thing here.
You need to. Please. I would
Like-
appreciate that.
You know, like how they have those little tennis balls you're supposed to put in the garage so you know not to hit your wall? I'm going
Right.
to get you one of those.
So, and it came with these 2. So there were 3 in the bag. I think I just hold it right in front of my camera.
Uh-huh.
That's a good place for it.
Imagine that. You're like this. You're like, It's over. Oh, here. It's here. No. Wait, here. No. No. Oh, right. Oh, right here for the camera. Okay. I love you. I thought I'd give you a hard time.
But anyway, I'm super excited. I'm going to ask $50 for all three of them. So
Nice.
Is Pandora good to sell on eBay? Or are you doing eBay?
Yeah, I'll do Macari first. Usually lately, I'm do Macari for everything first, just because I make more money over there. So, 10% selling fee.
I'm not a member of Tonya's Posh Talk group. It's now Posh and Macari.
That's right. I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm like, I'm not doing hardly anything on Poshmark, and I'm always on Macari. And so I just kind of wanted to incorporate it into the group. And I've had really good feedback so far. I think everybody's kind of digging it. So
yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good to kind of have it in its own little place over there. And I'm glad that even though I never, ever, ever looked at the Posh Talk group, now it's back in my feed because it's in the Macari group too.
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited about it.
I put it over in the chat, so.
Yeah, thank you.
But
and that's all I grabbed to show you guys. But
I didn't buy anything. I didn't go shopping last week. I was a good girl. But Tonya, I've had this sitting on my desk for like a year, and I need to send it to you.
What is it?
Aww.
It's a taco dog.
It's a taco dog.
That is so
It's been sitting right here by my computer forever.
Oh,
Wait,
I love
did you see
it.
Wait. Is this here? Is that good? Yeah. I got it in a bag of plush, and I was like, oh, I need to send it.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love it.
Lucy?
I got just 4 things to show from Staples for Amazon FBA, and I wanted to show things that weren't really gated category. By the time I go through my things on what to show, I'm like, I don't want to show stuff that I've already kind of shown, but stuff that everybody can do. So first up at Staples, Duracell had 2 different batteries. These were $1.46. They're going for about $20.
Don't be releasing all those bolos, man.
So I knew for $1.46, I was definitely going to pick that up. And you could sell these on any platform, really. Batteries are always good going into Q4. So just, mindset of Q4, any type of accessory that goes with anything that sells is kind of where I'm looking at. You can look at hot toys all day long, but really the accessories are kind of where you clean up in.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new phone brand that I picked up. These were marked down to $1.98, and they're going for about $20-$30 online.
I never pick up phone cases when I see them out because I always think they're going to be like saturated and like.
Yeah, same.
Well, and to some extent that's true because we've got the new cell phones coming out, and so a lot of people are doing the new stuff. But I see on Facebook all the time, hey, we're giving our old phone to our kid, our neighbor, or whatever, and they want to get new accessories for it. And Amazon's moved on to the next cell phone case, so they're not in stock massively like they used to be. So, just check the rank and the price and all of that good stuff. I know we give our old cell phones and iPads and stuff to the children usually versus reselling it because the buybacks are usually not. I'll give you $5 for it. I'm like, I don't want $5. Yeah, they're light and easy to ship too. These guys, another accessory for the holiday time. I love Fred brand, and they come in silver and in gold, and these were 46 cents, maybe $1, but under $2, we'll say, and they're going for about $15. So all of those things that you're going to need for entertaining that are fun. And then some Santa papers. These were marked down to $2, and they have matching paper online. And so I got the envelopes, and the envelopes are going for about $15.
Nice.
So those little things that you're going to be picking up. I know we've got to do our holiday cards, but we usually do them in November. My parents are already done with their cards. Like, geez, you guys have nothing to do with your life, huh? Already done.
I don't send cards. I've only ever sent cards once, and that was to all my husband's customers. Like the first full year he was in business, I sent out like Christmas cards.
Does the business still do that? I was kind of wondering. I got a catalog in the mail for business cards, and they'll print like your signature and your business stuff and coupon codes. And
I haven't done it. That was the only year that I did it. I don't. Yeah, I should follow up more. Yes. I do want to buy. Oh my gosh, I so like geeked out on this page. If you are like a pen junkie, like I am, and like office supplies.
Yeah.
Pens.com.
What is it?
Pens.com.
Okay.
Has like all of the stuff you can get personalized for like hecka cheap. Like 39 cents a pen for like a high quality. I got a tester one in the mail, and it's like my favorite pen now. And yeah, 39 cents for like 100, like 39 cents each.
So that's a cool idea. And another one that I saw last night on Instagram from, I think it was Creator Fundamentals. I'm not positive. But what they did was they had their YouTube website changed into a QR code and put it on a sticker, put it on the phone. So when they are going to out and about and somebody wants to follow them on social media, they go, here, scan this. And it's their QR code. And boom, they get a subscriber. And so I'm getting ready to go to ASD in March again, and you want to hand out things. Pens would be great. The QR code thing would be great. If you need followings or signing up for, if you have a web page or a blog or whatever out there. I thought that was a really cool idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah.
Same with the pens. Instead of giving somebody your business card, give them a pen with your information on them.
Yeah, they had all kinds of, like, I knew I was about to get like real down in the rabbit hole. Like I was just digging it, and so I was like, I have to stop looking at the site right now because I will be here for the next 2 hours. Like, I could do magnets, I could do Post-it notes.
I'd rather give out that though than Christmas cards. The Christmas card catalog that I looked through and then threw away promptly wants $2 to $3 per card. If you have 100 customers, you're now spending $300 per card. And I know when I get a card from somebody, I go, oh, that's nice, clunk into the trash. Yeah. So I'd rather have a pen or Post-its. That'd be awesome. Keep
trying to tell people, like, I got a promotional thing that's like a conversion chart for tablespoons, teaspoons, cups, and whatever. And it's a magnet that you put on your refrigerator. And I've had it for like 7 years. And it's just like always there.
Yeah.
Useful.
Cards are so insanely expensive. When I have to get birthday cards, even I'm just like, like you get
$6.
They're $6. And I went to my niece's birthday party when I was in New York, and every card that had all the words that she was 2. So the mom was reading the cards, and she'd open it up and she'd say, lots of words. Auntie loves you. Thank you. And I'm just like, she doesn't even read the card, and that card was probably $6. And she just kept doing that over and over again. And I'm like, I get it, because I would fake read if there's a lot of words. I'm just like,
open it, and you're like, oh,
that's so sweet. I have no idea what it said.
So Tonya says, you have to leave early. Do you want to share your sold? No.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me do that. Okay, so it's going to all I've done this. So
you click on the share screen at the bottom.
Let me make sure I got my window up.
Oh yeah, I totally love that pen. So I might do that. I might order, like, find something nice to send the customers.
I know we put out something for the UPS, or not just UPS, but the delivery people.
Are you guys seeing it?
No. So in the bottom left,
I just added it.
There you go.
Something's happening.
Right, go back to add.
Okay. All right, let me get there. Okay. So here I am on Macari. If you guys want to follow me, I try and follow everybody who follows me, so we can all build our following. I don't know that matters or not, but
I don't ever follow anyone.
Okay, so a couple of Macari hauls. These James Avery earrings here, I got these probably for about 50 cents because I paid $7 for a whole bunch of stuff at a garage sale, and this was just one of the items. that were in there. And so with jewelry on Mercari and a lot of other things on Mercari, I like to do free shipping, with the exception of like heavy things. Like I shipped I think it's called Sandy Cast statue not too long ago, and those are pretty heavy. And so I wouldn't do free shipping on something like that. But Mercari's prices have gone up. So for their shipping, so I try to do free shipping when I can. Now, I know recently they've also started doing that smaller shipping. I think it's what, $2.95 or something.
Yeah, $2.99.
Yeah, and I do that sometimes, but I really think that people are looking for the free shipping on Mercari, and it's been my experience. I get more sales with free shipping on Mercari anyway. Okay, so then the next one is a pair of I don't even know how to say this, Bearby earrings. And they were Texas earrings, really cute. And I paid $2 for these, and they sold for $20. The next one, I know my picture is backwards here. I don't know what happened. But these pay to trade, I had never heard of it before. I ran across a whole bunch of it at Goodwill. I think I paid like $2.99 a tube or something like that. But it's the Bolo. So, I mean, if you guys...
What is it?
I think it's like kind of like Ben Gay.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I've noticed anything from this brand right here. You see this brand, Melaleuca, or however you say that, does really good. Okay, so let's see. And then here are a few Enid sales. Yeah, a vintage Enid Collins purse. I paid $10 for this at Goodwill, and it sold for $55.
Cute.
And it sold pretty quick too, like within a week of listing it. So I was happy about that.
Nice.
The next one is another James Avery piece, living in Texas. I come across that pretty often.
Lots of James Avery.
Yeah, so I got this in a bag with some other stuff for $8, and it sold for $64.
I've never heard of James Avery. Is one of the key things is the swirly doodads?
No.
Oh.
No, let's see. Let me show you their Hallmark. If it'll come up, did I show it?
They're typically popular.
Oh,
like they're typically like silver jewelry most of the time, but they do gold. But I see a lot more silver around.
Yeah, a lot of it is silver, and
Right.
they usually have their stamp on them somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't they?
They do, definitely. And then the last one, this was a major score. This
remember you talking about those.
Yeah, I paid $2 for these, and they sold for $175. Now, I put this price on there just because I had done my research and had saw that some similar pairs had sold for this much. So I thought, well, I'm going to list mine for that much too. And I was really happy and pleased that they sold. I recouped a lot of my money that I spent at this estate sale. I dropped a lot of money, probably over $300 at the sale, because I went to two different days and spent a lot of money each day I went. But yeah, thanks to Travis.
Tonya was just over there making it rain at the estate sale. She's like, take my money.
Right.
When you ship that, because it's such a high dollar item, do you do insurance and stuff?
Oh yeah, I
delivery
totally
confirmation.
babied it. Oh yeah, I babied it. I mean, I wrapped each earring individually. I mean, I really, went over the top for it for sure with that price.
That one says estimated delivery 7 to 10 days.
Where do you see that?
On your listing.
Oh, that's because if they choose free shipping, if they did first class, but I just definitely shipped it priority mail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you put
How
the free shipping on there, it will default to whatever the cheapest is. That doesn't mean you have to do it that way.
How long did it take you to sell those, Tonya?
They probably sold, I want to say, within a week or two, I believe.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty quick.
Now I've heard some horror stories from people who sell dresses and whatnot, that people will buy, especially we're coming into Q4 and the holiday party time, that they'll buy a cocktail dress, wear it for the weekend, and then return it. And I've heard some people gripe on eBay about that with prom dresses and cocktail dresses and stuff. Do you ever find that with jewelry, or is that kind of not the
No,
thing to do?
and gosh, I hope I don't ever run into that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Lucky
I know when I sell those high dollar items, I sweat bullets for 30 days or until they give good feedback. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucy, this is a James Avery that I got at a yard sale. Sorry, I had poison ivy. But wait.
Go towards the camera.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. I got this at a yard sale to sell, and this sells for about $70, but I haven't been able to part with it. Oop.
See, and it's got
No,
swirlies too.
Yeah, it's got the swirlies too. Yeah.
Well, look out for swirlies.
Look
But
out
just
for the
like,
swirlies.
I heard Deb talk about Chacos back in the day, and I tell you, I can't find Chacos to save my life ever. So
I see them all the time to the point that
Yeah.
I'm like super picky about them, and I'm just like, don't want those.
Okay,
Like-
I got to tell you a funny story about Chacos. So my daughter and I wear the same size, and I bought a pair of Chacos. They were pink. They were adorable. Got them at a estate sale. And of course, they were my size, and she saw them. And who do you think has them? So she had an old pair of brown Chacos, and she was going to donate them. And I'm like, give them to me. That's only fair. So I got them. But the little toe thing was too tight for my big fat toe. So I just cut it off. And she goes, well, that should be interesting because the canvas loops and the straps and everything is one continuous strap.
Oh.
Yeah. So now she's like, that should be interesting when you wear those. They will probably fall off your feet. I was like, oops.
You can send them into Chacos, and it's very affordable to get them
Strung?
strapped.
You think they would question, do you have really sharp toes? Because
just tell them the kid did it.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're paying to have them do it. It's not
That's
that
true.
expensive to have them,
Well, I still have them because I was like, they're still Chacos.
Okay. I have your salts up here, Trish.
Okay.
Get that on right here. Okay. Ready? It's up. Oh, sorry. There. Now it's up.
Oh, there they are. These are super old boots. I went to a Goodwill. I was working out in Oklahoma City at my ultrasound job, and I went to Goodwill afterwards, and I got a bunch of boots for $10 each. I've already sold 2 pair. One was a pair of Ariats, and I think I sold them for $130. And then these just sold. I tried because this place is shut down. These McClintock boots, this place is shut down. So it was hard to find comps. So I tried to put them on auction twice and they didn't sell for $79. And then I just listed them for $89 and they sold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are cool. How do you know it's quill?
You know what? I had to do a lot of research to figure out what is actual real quill and full quill. And there's all kinds of YouTube videos to tell you how you know something is quill. And basically all those little bumps, they're not going to be uniform. If they're uniform, then it's fake. So if all those little bumps are different, then it's real.
Do you know what they use sometimes for those little bumps? And like they put bumps in to make it look like alligator or lizard or whatever. Rice. They put rice.
Right? RICE?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Like rice kernels. Not every shoe, but I have seen rice kernels. That's not a thing, but rice. Like, yeah, I've seen shoes that like the little thing like scrapes and whatever. Yeah, it's like rice inside.
Oh, that's cool.
Is quill, is that like ostrich or
yeah, ostrich. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a Garmin handheld receiver that I got a long time ago, and it's been sitting in a junk drawer. And I was cleaning out the junk drawer, and I was like, I just need to donate this. But let me look real quick. And I was like, why is this in a junk drawer? So I took pictures of it. I think I took a best offer of $60 on it. It sold almost immediately when I finally decided to list it. And it's just a single unit, nothing else.
But it goes with the satellites, right? So it works out in the forest areas.
I don't know. I just saw it sold.
I have some friends that just camped the Pacific Trail,
cool.
basically
Yeah.
hiked from Seattle down to Portland area through the mountains, and they had to get these types of, I don't know, equipment so that if they break their leg out in the middle, 6 miles from civilization, they could contact.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what this is, though.
I think it is. I think it does have a GPS on it. This is, I saw it on a table. I think it was 50 cents. It just looked like junk to me, but I saw the little, the starburst on the other one, that one. And that particular little starburst thing made me think about vintage, mid-century, atomic, and people who collect that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and picked them up, and they sold almost immediately for $40. And I said they're not like untested. I don't think they work, but they sold immediately.
No, you use that for decor.
Yeah.
If you needed vintage decor for your yacht.
Yeah.
Or your shop, like I'll go to dive shop.
These, I just wanted to talk about because they're Lefton deer. And I went to an estate sale that had an entire collection of the green Lefton plates and stuff, that creamers and cups and everything that go with these deer. And they also had the white set, which is exactly the same, but they didn't have the deer. I looked up that stuff, and I don't know how this is for other people, but when I looked it up, the Lefton plates and the creamers and the teapots, salt and pepper shakers, nothing was selling for any money. But these deer were going for crazy money. And I had to end up selling those for $40 because I found a chip. Yeah, right there.
Pretty. I love the color.
Yeah. And
They're
even
gorgeous.
there was a little reindeer sleigh that went with it that didn't sell for any money. So I left it behind and just picked up these 2 deer, and they sold very quickly.
That's because they'd be broken in a heartbeat in my house.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I got.
Great sales, Trish.
Yeah. She's fancy.
Oh, I do want to mention too, when I was gone, I just extended my handling time, and I extended it for 2 weeks. So I had 15-day handling time, and my sales were great. It didn't really affect them that bad at all. I just made sure that everybody that bought something, I messaged them right away and said, I just want to make sure you're aware of my handling time. I'm away, but I will be shipping on this date. And only one person canceled, and then that thing that canceled sold the next day to someone else. So it was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did last time too, and it worked really well. I like that a lot better than the vacation setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. Okay, Lucy, you ready?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Tonya, do you have to go?
I do. So, bye everybody. It was great to be here. Thanks for having
I
me.
love you. I miss you. I miss you so much.
I miss you. Bye.
I can see you later.
I think you have to add my screen, but my screen is ready. There we go. So I don't have amazing finds like you guys do. Oh my gosh. I hardly ever find anything for, a quarter and sells for $300. But hey, I could sell little things all day long. So this was one of my kids' older jackets, and any of the older football stuff, we try to sell online because it usually does sell and make a couple dollars off the kids' clothes. So we had this football one and the San Francisco football one. This one I did pick up at that liquidation lot. I have a few items left, but I think I picked this guy up for $8 and it sold for $26.
Nice.
Then this finally sold. It is a, I'm going to say shaman. I'm not quite sure if that's the correct way to say that, but it's I don't know, we call them, people from India wear them, Indian garments for men. And so anytime I see something unique, it usually does pretty well. I sold some Boy Scout pants too, that, anytime I see something that's just kind of out of the ordinary, I like to pick it up and do a little bit of research on it and stuff. And then this was new with tags. This sold this morning, so I got to go ship this out tonight. And I picked this up either at the bins or it was a freebie. So I basically paid next to nothing, and it did have tags and took I have a promotion running on my store, so $18.74. And then these were another one from the liquidation center that I like to go buy stuff from. And I think I paid $8 for that, and they sold for $22. So that's my eBay sales, which are not anything.
A lot of clothes.
Yeah. Well, that's what I have, and I have a lady who does my listings for pretty cheap. But because I hate listing clothes. Absolutely hate it, and I have probably 6 more bags of clothes that need to be listed.
So is it somebody local?
Yeah, it's just a friend of mine who does it on the side for some extra money.
Nice.
Because she can work on it on her time and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Amazon sales, which are much more my bread and butter. These fall tablecloths were on clearance at Bed Bath & Beyond for $2 a piece, which is crazy. I picked up probably 15 of them. And hold on, I pulled how much I made on them too, but it's on the screen here. Let's see here. I did 6 of this particular one, and I made $32.46 off of it. My ROI was 295%. So liking that.
Nice.
But yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond, they are going to shut down more stores after the holidays. And I can't remember the amount of stores off the top of my head, but I will be hitting them up as they shut their doors for this type of item. Next up, the Millinery Shop, which I thought was a pretty cool puzzle. And I picked up 2 of these at Tuesday morning. It's not a gated type item. It's I've been trying to stock up on toys for Q4. I paid $5.99 and I sold 2 of them. Total profits was $23.98. So does pay to scan the puzzle area. And again, I bought these in to stock up for Q4, and they've already sold. Same with the tablecloths. I thought those would be selling into November, but they're sold out. Same with this guy. I picked these ones up at Kohl's. Let's see here. What did I pay? I only got one. It was $4.40, and I made $8.45. And this was just leftover Christmas that I picked up over the summer at Kohl's for clearance price. And again, I thought I would sell a little bit more into the Q4 season, but here we are.
That is so cool. I've never seen a 2-sided puzzle.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. You could do the puzzle either way.
Huh.
Yeah.
The other puzzles that I love are the super hard ones. They're like they have on the package the hardest puzzle ever, or little sticks like that.
I've sold one that was the impossible puzzle. It was the Minions. Yeah. It was Minions. Yep. So it was just 1,000 pieces of yellow. Is what it was.
Yep. I've done the impossible golf one, the impossible different cities, and all of those puzzles are great.
Okay, so let me get my buddies. I got it. I don't want to show that part. Hold on. Okay, so I just sold this yesterday.
So cute.
I sold it to somebody whose first name is Disney. Yeah. So I had this for a really long time, and it was just over in a pile of stuff. So it got listed within the past month. So it didn't stay too long. I paid, I believe it was like $6.99 for it, which is typically what I end up paying for these vintage. These are the same brand that I buy the Peasel makers that sell really well during Christmas time. So always keep an eye out for things that look like sandwich makers or waffle makers that nobody's going to care about, because you never know what's inside when you open it up.
Yeah.
This was a brand that I had never heard of before.
I've never heard of that brand. Or that brand.
Yeah. Wow. I paid $7.99 for this one. I took a best offer of $100, but I also had it listed over on Amazon for $250, because It was the only one over there, I think. I had to buy this little lid, that lid right there. And the only place I could buy it from was somebody in Belgium. So like there was no United States people or anywhere else basically that had that little lid. So I ended up paying like about $10 total, and it was $5 in shipping, maybe $12 total for that little lid. So that way I could sell it as a complete thing.
Did you find it on eBay?
Yeah, I bought it on eBay. And I ended up using like some of my eBay cash for it, so it didn't actually really cost me anything.
Nice.
This is a vintage pillow. It's called a Crybaby Pillow Person. It's a Pillow People. Yeah, Pillow People.
So cute.
I had a hard time finding this one. I ended up finding a website that talked all about all the Pillow People and the Pillow Babies and the Pillow this. So, yeah. So I found.
What does it do? Is it reversible?
Yeah. See, it's got this crying and then it's happy. So one side is Crybaby, one side is Giggle Baby. And it wasn't in great condition. I mean, it has like snags and fraying and stuff like that. But typically when I see something vintage like this that you know somebody had when they were a kid,
yeah,
I'm gonna pick it up because I think I only paid like $1.99 for it.
Plus, it would make like a great little, like an emotional support pillow for a little one to help process their emotions.
Yeah,
I was thinking actually, white elephant gift and possible employee gifts. Yeah. Here's how I want you to be. Here's how you are. Here's how I want you to be.
Here's this sandals. They look like they're all old, but that's actually the way that they're supposed to be. They're distressed look.
Are they canvas?
No, they're leather, distressed leather. And it's like you can see, like they look like, oh, they've been worn forever.
That's a good brand.
Yes. And I paid $12.99 for these, but they sold pretty much right away.
Nice.
They had never been worn. There was nothing about them that said that they were worn. So typically I'll say that it's a store display in that area because they're new, but they're not new because I don't know if it's new or not. They're not worn. You could tell. So I'll put that they were like a store display, which means like, oh, they might have an issue, you know, but nobody was hiking with them.
I like those are cute.
The price on Cinceos has gone back up again. I hadn't done any research on them in a while, and they're back up to the like standard like $70 is where they're running at. It's like $70 minimum. What you're gonna get on these Cinceo copy machines. You have to be careful. Typically, they'll be missing this piece, that pod holder. There's supposed to be two of them, one small for 1 cup, one for 2 cups. I haven't figured out what you would need the 1 cup one for, because I believe that you could probably just put one pod in the 2 cup one and it would still brew fine. But anyway, but try to make sure you have these because the price on this one piece right here has skyrocketed as well. I used to sell that piece for maybe like $10 or $12 if I was parting it out. Now they're minimum $25 just for the pod holder. So, yeah. I typically I'll find these. The stores don't really know how to price them, so they'll range anywhere from like $7.99 to like $12.99 on these. But I always buy them every time I see them. I collect, even if they don't have the little pod holder, I'll still buy them because you can sell just the base as well. You have to make sure because some of these models, the HD's 7810s were recalled. And so you need to check like the date codes on the bottom to make sure that they weren't a recalled unit.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. This was one. I bought these at the thrift store for $2.99 a piece.
Whoa.
And sold them full price for $64.95. Free shipping. I don't know what's so fancy about them. I'm sure they're discontinued, but that's what they sell for.
Well, who doesn't want to be positively radiant?
Yeah.
I can't use the positively radiant stuff. I had some of the lotion and it like made my rosacea really bad. Like
Aveeno's supposed to be really good, but I have rosacea too, and I have problems with it.
yeah, I can't use Aveeno products.
Yeah.
But and then last but not least, a plushie of coursies. This I paid $2.99 for this one. This particular Build-A-Bear, My Little Pony, sells really well. You can tell it's got its little emblem on the back. That's shining armor.
Wow.
But you check all the Build-A-Bears that are My Little Ponies. Some of them aren't worth anything. Some of them are worth, 40, 50, 60 bucks. You just never know.
I would have passed that over.
You just got to look them all up.
Yeah, I never look at the Build-A-Bears, and I know some of them are worth money.
The
Clearly.
My Little Ponies are worth your time to look them up because sometimes they definitely are worth these monies.
Noted.
Yeah, but that was sales that I had. They weren't off from last week. Oh, and last week I know you got all confused, Lucy, when I was talking about if you go to look at my solds that you weren't going to see them. Well, they did change the inventory screen thing now, so I can add things to the inventory that are active. So I turned off that out of stock status. So if you do go to look at my store, I'm not hiding anything. The solds are there. The solds are there. Nice.
Yeah, no, I was just reading this morning that there's a bunch of glitches going on with eBay, and I ran into it this morning. But if you go to make changes or something, it's now wanting more specifics, and they're gonna get that glitch fixed, hopefully.
It's wanting new items.
Yeah, like you may be. It may say you're missing item specifics, but they're going to fix that. So,
are they ones that they added new ones, or are they? Did they add new ones, or did they delete ones that we had?
It looks like they're missing ones that you had entered, and then now they're going to add them back in, so you don't have to go through all the listings and add them back in.
I would be livid.
I only noticed it because I went to go update a listing, and then it kicked out my item specifics, the size in particular. It says, "Oh, we need a size," and I'm like, "Well, I was just updating one thing on this. I wouldn't have listed it without the size." So
I didn't realize that was a glitch because I did that this morning too, and I was like, I could have swore I put that in. Am I crazy?
Yeah, Kathleen's having it too.
Ah.
Yes, it's a known eBay glitch. You don't have to call them, and you don't have to go through and do all that, I guess.
Yeah.
Right now. Update the store.
At least they're fixing it. At least it's not something that you have to do all over again, because I couldn't imagine. A lot of people put like their measurements in there, like inseam and stuff like that.
It was Casa Chic posted it this morning that she spent like however much time with eBay Concierge, and they said they were getting that glitch picked up, so you didn't have to go and fix all your listings.
That's good, because that would be terrible.
Yeah.
Well, do we have anything exciting going on that we want to talk about before we close out for today?
Didn't know it was Columbus Day yesterday.
Oh, I should have shipped yesterday. I have like 9 things I need to ship today, and I actually don't really have time to do with it because I have an appointment.
I frantically packed everything and flew to the post office yesterday. Did not know it was Columbus.
You're like, hello.
What is happening here?
So I have a weird one, and maybe this is a good question for y'all because it's the first time I've had it happen to me. On Sunday, my daughter and I, we stopped outside of the Safeway, and they have one of the mailboxes, the blue mailbox with the door, and you slide in your package. And I had just some shirts that were flat packed, and she was in charge of putting them in the mailbox, and she got one stuck behind there because it was full and it stopped. So I could not, I have some light bruising on my hand, but I could not get in there to either push it down or pull it out. And I've been trying to see if it's updated on the tracking. So since yesterday was Columbus Day, I guess they didn't do post for anybody, right? The whole United
Yeah,
States.
it was closed.
I'm confused on Columbus Day because some people switched it over to Indigenous Peoples Day. So I don't even know what to call it. I'm like, it's just.
Well, I think that's why it slipped by so quietly, because people were like, "Oh, it's a day that is special."
Well, and we live we have a lot of Indian tribes up here, so I mean,
yeah, we do
I'm
too in Oklahoma and New York.
So anyhow, so when it gets stuck in there, like, I left it there because I'm like, okay, somebody will come by and eventually pick it and pull it out. I'm hoping my postman does that. And I have about 3 more hours until the tracking should be uploaded.
Oh my gosh.
I've done that before. I remember I was dropping off and they were like 8 o'clock cut off and I'm there at like 7:55 and I'm putting stuff in there and then I've got one more box that needs to go in there and then it's like click and it's no more and I'm like, but I just had one more.
Well, there's I guess it's a new thing. You can go look at YouTube, and I haven't done it yet, but there's a whole bunch of people that are putting out videos of the Amazon Flex drivers stealing their stuff as they drop off a package, which is concerning. So I always worry about package stuff. But yeah, they'll, say you have several things ordered. I have several deliveries a day. I've got the UPS, FedEx, a couple of Flex, whatever. So they'll come, they'll drop off your package, scan it, and pick up another one and take off. And this is all being caught on film now.
Wow.
It's a new way to get screwed in this world.
So crappy.
Like, I know. It's, yeah. So anyhow, I worry about packages getting stuck.
The only thing that I was missing recently was the craziest thing. It was a giant box from Sam's that they send my toilet paper and paper towels in. Like giant box. I mean, like 3 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. And it said it was dropped off on a Saturday. So I know it was like a third party person because FedEx Ground doesn't deliver on Saturdays. So it was like a third party individual. And it said that it was delivered at a certain time that we were home. And my dogs don't let anything get delivered without letting us know. But we were there. And when we left, it wasn't there. And they never did figure out what happened to it. It's supposed to be coming again today. And I'm like, but I had 5 other things delivered that day that were small. And then I'm like, where did this giant box go?
Oh, somebody thought they were getting something good.
Well, I mean, toilet paper and paper towels is good.
That's good stuff.
mean, when in need, it's pretty priceless.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was like, but our driveway and to get to our door, I mean, it's kind of far down. Yeah. I need to get my cameras turned back on. We have cameras, but they're not on right now because we got a new router, and so it changed our password, and then I haven't.
We have cameras, and just for that purpose, I get so many deliveries in and out of the house, and especially with
looking at them, but haven't popped on them yet. My daughter has them in Florida. And which is good because she's on a busy street, off of a busy street in Tampa. And sometimes there are some people that knock on her door that she's a little nervous about. But the other day, there's a lot of little stray cats around there too. And the other day, she caught on camera, this little kitten caught a little garter snake off of her front porch and ate it on camera.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that is crazy. Every once in a while, a bug that will come across.
Yeah. Yvon is talking about in the chat that she rented a PO box, and the PO box let her use it as a physical street address. You can do that with any post office box.
Interesting.
You just have to, and this is the way you get around the FedEx PO box issue as well. You just put in the address of the actual post office, and then put your box number. So my address is 217 West Market Street, number 85. And they'll take FedEx and UPS packages there. And at the regular post office.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We've had over the years, we've had somebody that, well, and I'm pretty sure kids, pumpkin smashing. We've had cars.
Yeah.
I've had a bear in the backyard. That was interesting. A homeless man in the front yard. So
At the same time.
never know what's going to be out there. My neighbor, who was a little, she needed mental help. She was out there standing by my trash one day, just chilling, just hanging out.
Yeah.
In my yard.
All right, guys. Well, our hour's over. And but everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. Sorry, I'm a little like, ugh. I think my allergies are just like, my eye won't stop watering. My nose is running. It's that time of year, I guess. Allergy.
So you're not pixely. You're just allergy.
I'm allergy.
Okay.
But, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you all again next time. Bye.